Hi everyone, Amanda Jane here, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to crochet this lovely drawstring bag. I call it a project bag and it's great for crochet on the go. You can see I've got a crochet hook, my latest project, and a ball of yarn inside. I can put this over my wrist and crochet at the same time. My yarn is kept safely inside and I'm not going to lose it, and I can store my work when I'm on a bus or a train, easy to work on the go. I keep one in the car so that if I'm early for a meeting, I can do a little bit of crochet and keep my work clean. Now, what do we need for this particular bag? We need some chunky weight yarn and a size 6mm crochet hook, and today I'm using a West Yorkshire Spinners yarn, retreat yarn in this beautiful cerise colour, and as I said before, a size 6mm crochet hook, and this works up really quickly. Let's just have a look at how we start. I'll take this project out and we'll look at the bottom, because we start in the middle at the bottom and we work 5 rounds of double crochet US terms or treble crochet UK terms, and that's 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, and then we work straight sides for as long as you want it to go. So you can see you could make it taller than this, but I felt that this was enough to make this a quick project and also not too heavy to carry, and just contained enough room for your project, and this is a good size ball of Aran weight yarn. So you can see you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 increases, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 further increases, rounds of double crochet. Then I finished with a half double crochet edging to finish it off, but you could put a single crochet edging on the top, whatever you like. And I'll show you how to do the I cord, which you thread in between at the end of this video. So let's get started with our magic ring, magic loop, magic circle. 2 fingers together on your left hand, or your right hand if you're left-handed. Hold the yarn under your other 2 fingers here, and then make an X. Wrap the working yarn over your 2 fingers in an X shape like so. Tuck the working yarn away. Take your hook, you go under the right hand leg of the X, the top right, over the top left, pull up a loop and twist, go underneath the top left again and pull it through the loop on your hook. It's quite tricky with thick yarn, but it works like so, with a little bit of patience. There we go. And what you have here is your magic loop, and it's only magic because if you pull the tail, the loop, the circle gets smaller. Now pull it until it's about ½ an inch, 1 centimetre or so in diameter. Then hold your work in the normal way and then do 2 chain, 1, 2. And that represents your first double crochet. We're now going to do 11 double crochet into the ring. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. You keep working around, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now you'll find that your magic loop widens a bit, so just pull the tail to narrow it up and work your way around the loop to keep the stitches even. Yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. Keep turning your work to make it easy and keep tightening that little loop. As your work grows, so it becomes easier to manage, the first couple of rounds or the first couple of rows of all crochet are the trickiest. Once you get it into your project, it's much easier. Now let's have a little count up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that is 10. So we need 2 more. 11 and 12. We're now going to join our circle. Pull your tail tightly. We'll weave the end in right at the end. 1, 2, 3. We're going to join into this stitch here. So count up to this point. This stitch here belongs to this double crochet because double crochets make this P shape, with that being the top of the P and that being the stem. We want to go into this one. So push your hook into that first stitch, capturing 2 loops so it's firm. Yarn over, pull through, and then pull through again. And that's your slip stitch. Let's have another count. Count backwards, it's the easiest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now look at this carefully, because this is when you end your next row, you want to sort of remember exactly what this row looked like, because you're going to replicate it in the next row. So you're going to go up the first double crochet with 2 chain, 1, 2. Now I crochet quite loosely, so I only do 2 chain to represent my double crochet. If you crochet very tightly, then you may want to do 3. So let me show you how it would look if you did 3. I'll do them more tightly. 1, 2, 3. I find that when I crochet, that's too tall, particularly with very chunky yarn. Bulky or chunky, same thing. So I'll stick to 2. We say chunky in the UK. I think elsewhere, bulky is often used. Now, we're going to go into this stitch here twice. So 2 double crochet into this stitch, taking in both of those top loops. 1, 2. Excuse me, my dishwasher has just finished and is beeping. 1, 2. All the way around. So we're doubling the number of stitches from 12 to 24. Now I hear you say, but you didn't do anything with that chain. Well, we will do right at the end, do not worry. We'll have a count as well. It's really important to keep counting your stitches in crochet. It's worth the time, because you might spend time actually unpicking things if you don't keep your stitch count on track. So I think it's always useful, and that beeping will stop soon. Isn't that always the way? There we go. Keep going round until you've got right to the end. And then I'll explain exactly how the increases work on the next 3 rows. Because it's just a little formula, it's not very difficult. If you know your 12 times table, you'll be absolutely fine. Now we're going to stop just before the end. We're going to have a little count here. That's 1. But we'll count in pairs through the stitch, through the the real stitches. 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. Then we've got the 2 chain, which is 23, so I need one more right next to that starting chain here. And that makes up our 24. So we've gone from 12 to 24. Now to get to 36, which is increasing by a further 12, we're going to do an increase in every other stitch. So I join like I did before into the second, or for you might be the third chain, the top of the starting chain, making sure that you're going in exactly the center of that stitch, just there. Slip that together. 2 chain, and we'll call that number 1. We're going to do 2 double crochet into the next stitch, 1, 2, then we're going to do 1 double crochet, and we're going to repeat that all the way around. 2 and 1, and that gives us a nice even increase. 2 and 1 in the next one. 2 and 1. 2 and 1. Now I'm going to continue. You can catch up with me when I've got all the way around to the beginning of this round. So I've just finished my increase round here, and I'm going to check that I have 36 stitches. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 2, 4, 6. Great. Now I can join to the top of that second chain for the end of the round with a slip stitch. Now the next multiple in the 12 times table from 36 is 48. So we chain 2. And instead of doing 2 in the next stitch, I'm going to do a single, well, a double crochet on its own. There we go. So that's 2 double crochet, and then I'll do an increase. So I'll do 2 in the next stitch. So for every set of 4, we do 1, 2, and then 2 in the next stitch. So we're increasing, and then we're doing 2 normal ones. So before we did 1 between each increase, now we're doing 2 between each increase. And you'll see in the description below the number that you need to get to for the different rounds. So for the next row, we'll do 3 in between each increase. And if you wanted to make a bigger bag, you just keep adding in a number between each increase. So we've got 2 in this round, there's an increase, 2 increase, 1 and 2, and then we increase, whoops, 1 and 2, and so on all the way around, and that creates a lovely circle which you can see here. And catch up with me when I've got to the end of this round, and then we'll stop there, and I'll start going up the sides to give you an idea of how that looks. So we've reached the end of round number 4. To recap, 12, 24, 36, 48. Those are just 12 one after the other. These are 2 double crochet in each stitch. This is 2 double crochet increase and then double crochet, 2 double crochet increase, double crochet. This is double crochet increase, 2 double crochet in between each double crochet increase. So you can see on this example there are 2 in this space here, 2 double crochet, 2 in the same space, the same stitch just here, 2 in separate ones, 2 together. So I've reached this round, and I'm going to just join up as we did before with a slip stitch. Now you can go on and you can make it bigger at the bottom, and that's fine. You can go up to 60, you could go up to 72. Now for the sake of this video, I'm just going to chain 2, and I can continue working round without an increase all the way round. And what will happen once you've done a few rows is your work will gradually turn in and create the sides of your bag. So you just keep doing that on your merry way, joining with a slip stitch at the end of each round. So let's have a look at my work here. As I said before, I did those 5 rounds, and then I did a further few rounds and ended with a half double crochet just to finish off my work, so that it just had a smaller stitch on the edge. To make an I-cord, follow your yarn until you have about 1 meter on the left hand side, and then make a slip knot. And you're going to use this to work into. Insert your hook and hold your work like this. Stick your left finger up and hold the tail between your thumb and your second finger. We're going to go between these 2 strands and make a loop with the lower one, yarn over with the upper one, and then draw this loop through both loops on the hook. The first few are a little tricky. Hold your work, go over with the tail, over with the working yarn and through both. Over with the tail, over with the working yarn and through both loops. Over, over and through. Once you have something to hold on to, it becomes much easier because you can tuck the tail under these 2 fingers, hold the work with your second finger and your thumb, and then simply keep going between the 2 strands, pull up the bottom loop, top loop, through them both, under, under through, under, under, through. And it becomes a bit more rhythmic. Under, under, through, under, under, through. And you'll continue doing that until you've got enough I-cord to thread through the top of your bag and to form a knot. So when your bag is closed, you can put the loop on your wrist. So I would suggest it's a good 14, 18 inches long. So I'm going to keep going. So there we go, that's how to make an I-cord, which is a very useful thing to learn how to make. And then you simply are going to thread this through. I did one every 2, so in and out every second double crochet, and then tied it off when I'd gone all the way around. Now you'll see from here my I-cord would not be long enough, so really make sure that your tail is super long. So there we have it. This is my crochet bag, drawstring bag for Crochet on the Go. I'll be using this a lot in the spring. Carry my work around. Great if you go to a cafe and you want to sit there and crochet and you don't want to take a big bag with you. You can just take that and your purse. So there we have it, our double crochet drawstring crochet bag. Take care. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, press the subscribe button and the bell for notifications. And I look forward to speaking to you very soon. Take care.